Good evening, and thank you for joining me tonight to recognize our athletes who we take so much pride in today and throughout the school year at Upmoreland High School. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sean Feely, and I'm proud to say that I am the athletic director at Upmoreland High School. I'm privileged to serve in this position for the last 2 years. Before we recognize our amazing student athletes, I would first like to recognize and thank some outstanding people who have helped me put this program together for you tonight. I'd first like to thank the school board directors, and specifically Mr. Paul Takis, the president of our board, who contributed to the program tonight. To our superintendent, Dr. Murad, for his continued support of our athletic program and our student athletes. They, together with my colleagues, the administration team at the high school, led by our principal, Mr. Caracappa, Mrs. Chris, Mrs. Franskowski, and Mrs. McGrody, provide tremendous ongoing support to our athletes, our program, and to me directly. We are fortunate to have these individuals leading our district and high school. I also want to thank Mr. Nick Jagosowski, Mr. Corey Kelly, our 2 faculty managers at the high school. Their passion and support for our student athletes are notable and much appreciated. Next, a special shout out goes to Mr. Andrew Broski, who happens to be the best athletic trainer in the Sperm One League. I'm proud he is with us and hope he remains at Upmoreland for many years to come. 2 more outstanding individuals of Upmoreland are Mrs. Maureen Mead and Mr. Tony Gawker. Maureen serves as the athletic secretary and is a real asset and friend to the district. Tony is a professional who has so many varied skills and talents. I'm most grateful to him for assisting me in putting this video together for our community to enjoy. Lastly, and certainly not least, I would like to thank our extraordinary Booster Club members. President, Mrs. Elizabeth Garofalo, Vice President, Mr. Greg Wiley, Secretary, Mrs. Claudia Zukanik, and Treasurer, Mrs. Tammy Alexa. These individuals work tirelessly to support our athletic programs. These fine people volunteer eagerly to do whatever is necessary to support our student athletes. And now the moment has come to recognize our student athletes and specifically our beloved seniors. I want to thank every one of you for your hard work, commitment, your passion, dedication to your sport. You have made not only our school and our community proud, but many of you have also served as inspiring role models to each other and your underclassmen. Please know that we will always call you family, and we were tremendously proud of all of you that you have accomplished in your time here at Upmoreland High School. I hope you enjoyed the 2019-2020 Virtual Sports Recognition Program. Thank you.
Welcome to the 2020 Sports Recognition Awards. I'm Elizabeth Garofalo with the Upmoreland Booster Club. The Booster Club is a volunteer parent organization dedicated to giving back to our high school athletes and teams. I'd like to thank our athletes, coaches, parents, and administrators for helping us with our activities this year. This spring has certainly been a time like no other, and I'm proud of our sports community for persevering. I'd like to recognize 2 individuals who have been involved with the Booster Club for many years. These 2 women have volunteered countless hours over the years to help grow the Booster Club to what it is today. Thank you to Candy Hirsch for overseeing our concession stand operations and always helping with our pancake breakfasts. Thank you to Jen O'Donnell for co-planning numerous fall, winter, and spring pancake breakfasts and always helping in the concession stand. Both of you will be missed for your infectious spirit and commitment to our high school athletes and athletic programs. Also, thank you to all of our volunteers for helping us do great things, and thank you to our executive and general boards for your time and dedication to the Boosters. Best of luck to this special group of senior athletes who are missing out on so many senior traditions. I wish you all the best wherever your journey takes you. We hope you enjoy this year's award ceremony. Thank you.
My name is Paul Takis, and I am the president of the School Board of Directors for Upper Moreland School District. Thank you, Mr. Feely, for asking me to be a part of the 2019-2020 Virtual Sports Recognition Program. Coaches throughout the Suburban One League have recognized the remarkable achievements of 6 of our Upper Moreland student athletes. I want to congratulate their impressive accomplishment of receiving first-team Suburban One League honors. Brandon Bush for diving, Dejan Dukes for football, Cassidy Hirsch for field hockey, Bean Hughes for basketball, Jackie Martino for soccer, and Ryan Chernecki for football. Congratulations again for receiving first-team Suburban One League honors. Playing a sport in high school requires discipline, focus, and a strong work ethic to allow you to balance both the demands of the classroom and athletic competition. Receiving this honor is proof that you are some of the most impressive student athletes in this region. Well done. I wish you the very best in all your future pursuits as students and as athletes. Thank you.
Girls tennis, overall record 7-6, League 2-5. The league award winners, ours were Bean Hughes, honorable mention, singles, SOL American, Jocelyn Baumeister, honorable mention, doubles, SOL American, Gabby Teal, honorable mention for doubles, SOL American. This was a real tough season for us. Being our number one singles player, went out. She broke her wrist. Third match of the season against Upper Dublin. It was a tough loss for our team as a whole, and I know it was a hard loss for Bean as well because it is her senior season, and as we all know, she's extremely competitive. While Bean was out injured, Jocelyn stepped in at the singles tournament, beating Springfield's number one player, which advanced us not only to the singles district, but to the team district as well. And then Jocelyn and Bean both advanced to the doubles tournament. Thank you, Jocelyn, for stepping up for us and helping us out. As a team, the girls fought through each match. I saw a huge improvement from day one till the end. It was a fun season, and I hope the girls the underclassmen continue practicing for next year. Our girls MVP, Bean Hughes. What is there to say about Bean that we already don't know? She's a leader on and off the court. Her teammates look up to her, and she leads by example. As I said, after breaking her wrist, Bean not only cheered on her team, but she also is a great assistant coach, helping not only her teammates during matches, but also at practices. Bean was determined, too. She wasn't going to give up on not playing or finishing out her season, and the girl, I don't know how she did it. She taught herself how to play left-handed. I have been playing tennis for over 40 years, and she was by far, or is by far, a much better left-handed tennis player than I am a right-handed tennis player at times. She and Jocelyn went to the doubles tournament, which they beat Springfield's number one, which advanced them both to the doubles tournament. Bean, your tennis family from Upper Moreland wishes you success and all that you do. You will be missed. Seniors, congratulations and good luck and happiness with the next step of your life. Underclassmen, I challenge you to come ready to compete in the fall. Let's keep the streak going. District singles, district doubles, and district teams. Here we come. Remember, be brave, be brilliant, and be confident. Boys tennis. Gentlemen, what can I say? It was a tough ending to what was going to be a great season. I'm not sure if you all remember, but when you were freshmen at the banquet, I challenged you to become a dominant force. Well, you accepted that challenge. This was going to be our year. We started out the season 2-0 with many more wins that were going to follow. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to recognize our seniors and say where they're going to college and what they're majoring in. Jack Cowden, stand up. Jack Cowden, Temple, business. Jack, stay standing. Drew Dupree, Gwendon Mercy, business management. Mark Elfrath, Bloomsburg, business management. Tyler Holman, Penn State, engineering. Hayden Kanak, Westchester, computer science. Nick Nigro, Penn State, engineering. Nick's goal is also to play club tennis. Jared Shapiro, Westchester, undecided. Dylan Swedberg, Penn State, engineering. Richard Wilson, Penn State Engineering with the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps. Ethan Wolfenson, Bloomsburg Nursing. Seniors, your leadership on and off the court will be missed here at Upper Moreland. You truly are a unique class. Not only were you a competitive group of men, but you had a strong bond of friendship and a loyalty that will carry you far. We wish you much success and happiness in your future. Good luck. Underclassmen, we have a job to finish next year. I challenge you to come in ready from the start. We have fighting each and every match as a family. Gentlemen, stay safe and stay well.
Hi, I'm Howard Cohen, and for the past 3 seasons, I've had the privilege and pleasure to be the varsity golf coach. First, I'd like to give a shout out to my seniors, to Ethan, to Eric, and to Sean, as well as our captain, Stiles, for all that they've done to help make the golf team as good as it is. I'd also like to shout out to my underclassmen and tell them that I'm looking forward to seeing them all on the courses this year, especially for tryouts, hopefully in early August. And now on to our MVP for this season. Stiles Costello has been a 4-year golfer on the golf team with 3 years as varsity, and this year, as I've stated previously, as our captain. Stiles also had the opportunity to play at the SOL Championships this year at Five Ponds and acquitted himself well. Stiles has always shown a strong desire to improve his game and has always worked diligently to work on those things that will strengthen his game. But as important to me as his coach has been his on-the-course demeanor and his willingness to work with his teammates on the courses and at practice to help them to improve their games. As a result of this, we've seen a definite improvement in our golf team over the course of the last 3 years. Although our wins and losses records won't reflect how competitive we are in our matches, it's because of the work and dedication that Stiles and the other golfers have brought to the matches that has helped. So it's with a great deal of pleasure that we award this year's MVP in golf to Stiles. Stiles plans on going into the Air Force after graduation, and we wish him lots of good luck.
Hi, my name is Casey Mnadze, also known as Coach D, and I'm the head field hockey coach. My 2 assistants are Karen Grossi and Melanie Rowland. Before talking about the MVP, I would like to thank all the field hockey seniors for a wonderful season. Maura Alexa, Cassidy Hirsch, Brianna Gordon, and Isabella Garange. These 4 seniors did a wonderful job leading the team this year. They will be greatly missed, and we wish them all luck next year as they continue their education and sports career. This year, as decided by her teammates and coaches, the field hockey MVP is Cassidy Hirsch. Cassidy was a team captain and a leader both on and off the field. She was a mentor for the incoming freshmen and returning sophomores and juniors. Cassidy's biggest attribute was how hard she worked each and every day during practice and games. As a defensive player, Cassidy was never afraid to take the ball up the field. She was one of our strikers on corners and did a wonderful job helping her team control play both on the defensive and offensive end. Cassidy was a 3-year varsity player. Her stick work improved tremendously from her freshman year to her senior year. Cassidy was able to snatch the ball from the opposing team in their transition and bring the ball back up to the offensive zone, giving the Bears an opportunity to score. Cassidy was chosen by the Suburban One coaches to receive First Team All-League, and this was a well-deserved honor for her. Cassidy played her heart out this year and left it all on the field each and every day. She truly was a role model for her team. Cassidy is a phenomenal player and will be greatly missed next year. We wish her the best of luck as she continues to wear purple and gold at Westchester University. Good luck next year, and we wish you all the best. Congratulations, Cass.
Hello, everyone. I'm CJ Sidlick, the head football coach. I truly hope everyone is staying healthy and safe. I first would like to thank all the teachers and administrative staff for their continued support. Especially like to thank Mr. Feely and Ms. Mead for all their help. Our 2019 varsity football MVP is a 4-year starter, a 2-time All-Suburban 1 linebacker, a team captain, and he'll be attending Westchester University in the fall, Mr. Dejan Dukes. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Coach Cola, Coach Webster, and myself would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our girls for a great season, and especially our 7 seniors for their outstanding efforts and commitment over the last 4 years. Grace Burns, Alexis Lamb, Jacqueline Martino, Emma Meekum, Megan O'Donnell, Bridget Noonan, and Madison Zakwija, you were all great leaders for this team, on and off the field, and we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. This year's season was full of great successes and some tough losses, and through it all, the girls stuck together. They took the highs and the lows as a team, and there was some all-league recognition included. Suburban 1 first team, Jacqueline Martino, Suburban 1 second team, Catherine Morrow, and Suburban 1 honorable mention, Grace Burns. The girls soccer MVP is a player who is integral in every aspect of our game. A little windy out here today. She controlled our field from her position, keeping close watch on her teammates and her opponents. She offered motivation and encouragement when her teammates needed it and was always honest when the truth needed to be spoken. She is a true leader, one who leads by example, working hard on and off the field. And she realizes that there is more to the game of soccer than wins and losses and goals and saves. She's been regarded by our league as one of the best goalies in the league, and could simply be on Sports Center with some of her game film. She's undoubtedly one of the most athletic, well-rounded goalkeepers to ever graduate from Upper Moreland High School, and she will continue her career at Jefferson University, where I am sure we will continue to see her succeed. This year's MVP for girls soccer is Jacqueline Martino.
The MVP for the boys varsity soccer team for this year, as voted on by our team, is Mateo Infante. Mateo is an extremely talented player. He was one of our team captains and made the Suburban 1 second team for the second straight year. There are several factors that put Mateo over the top as our MVP, and as we only have 2 minutes, I'll just mention a couple. Mateo is not the loudest player on the team, however, you shouldn't let that quietness fool you. Mateo is a fierce competitor. He has a tenacity and determination that sets him apart from other players in many respects. Mateo plays hard on both offensive and defensive side of the ball. He goes hard into every tackle and challenges any ball that enters his area. Mateo scored or assisted on a number of important goals during the season and was instrumental in getting our team off to a fast start. If he wasn't scoring, he was doing all the little things to help the team on both offense and defense. Mateo's skill helped to create dangerous opportunities for our team all season. I think any player on our team would say that they respect Mateo for his skill and ability. Along with that mutual respect from his teammates, we appreciated the respect Mateo showed us as coaches. When Mateo does speak, he does so in a way without ego. He is humble yet confident and always has the best intentions for helping our team. Thanks to players like Mateo, our team had another successful year. We matched the number of wins again this year at 7, but narrowly missed the playoffs. We added many outstanding young players to our program on both the varsity and junior varsity and continue to show improvement in all areas. I would like to honor our graduating seniors, Jacob Sakanik, Yvonne Salazar, Jack Cowden, Tyler Homan, Joe Kane, and Dylan Swedberg. We are grateful for the effort you put in during your time here. We wish you well in your future endeavors and know that you will always be missed. Everyone stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Mark Malelli, the boys and girls cross country coach. I'm glad to be here with you guys today in these unique circumstances. Shout out to the boys and girls cross country runners. I want to thank you for a tremendous season, especially our seniors, Abina and Zaid. You guys were tremendous this year, and you guys were constantly supportive of not only your fellow runners, but also of Coach Dean and myself. And so I'm very thankful for the two of you, and I wish you the best of luck in your futures. I also want to thank Coach Dean, our assistant coach. He has tremendous spirit, and he is constantly motivating the students with words of encouragement. And I know the students are missing his core workouts right now. I want to announce our boys MVP. Our boys MVP is Suhal Hajali. Suhal had a great season. He improved over the course of the season almost 3 minutes. over the 5K distance, which is simply wonderful. That's a minute per mile faster in just over 3 months of time. Sue Howe was a dedicated student athlete who constantly put forth best effort at practice and in races. Our girls MVP is Isabella Montiero. Izzy was new to the cross-country team this year as a sophomore, and right off the bat she had great talent, which was evident to everyone around her, but she also brought a great working attitude, and she also worked hard day in and day out, and was a constant source of inspiration to her teammates. And so congratulations to S and Izzy. I also want to give a shout out to our athletic staff. Miss Maureen Mead, she makes all of our lives easier on a daily basis, and I know not being in the building during the school day, she makes my life incredibly easy with all the information she gives me day in and day out. And of course, Mr. Sean Feely, I want to thank him for always being supportive of our team from July all the way through November and through the course of the rest of the school year. And so I just want to wish everybody good luck, especially those seniors out there. I know this is a difficult year for you and you're missing out on a lot of the positive experiences that come with being seniors at Upper Moreland High School. I was a senior at Upper Moreland High School a long time ago, and I know that it must be a difficult time for you now. And so I just want to wish you all the best of luck, and I know you will rise up through all these unique times. For all the other student athletes, especially those that missed their spring seasons, I would say continue working and make next year the best year yet. Thank you.
The Upper Moreland wrestling team had a great season on the mat, winning 238 individual bouts, 13 team dual meets, and were crowned tournament champions at the Franny Let's Duels tournament. The Golden Bears also placed second at both the SOL American Conference tournament and the Springfield Spartan Clash tournament. 13 individual wrestlers qualified for the District 1 East tournament this year, where we had 3 place winners, Chris Walker, Nasir Thomas, and Owen Dunleavy. This year's 2020 Wrestling MVP won 35 bouts and pinned 27 opponents, scoring bonus points for his team almost every time he competed. That dominating performance earned him this year's Golden Hammer Award, which is given to the wrestler who scores the most bonus points for the team during the season. He leaves Upper Moreland ranked 5th all-time with 104 career varsity wins and 73 pins. His career highlights also include back-to-back 138-pound tournament champion at the Springfield Spartan Clash. He's a 4-time SOL American Conference place winner, District 1 place winner, regional qualifier. He's a member of the Golden Bears 32nd Pin Club. He's a member of the Elite PIAA 100 Win Club. He's earned the Gold Standard Award, which is presented to the wrestler who sets the standard of excellence expected at our practices. But perhaps the most impressive accomplishment is being selected as a back-to-back-to-back member of the Pennsylvania Wrestling Coaches Academic All-Star Team. He will be attending Lehigh University in the fall to study engineering and hopefully do some wrestling as a member of the Mountain Hawks. Chris Walker, you are both a champion on the mat and in the classroom. It was truly a privilege to get to know you as a student and an elite athlete. When I look up at the 100-win banner hanging in the Bear Den rafters and see your name, I will always think about the cerebral silent assassin who was the winner both on the mat and in the classroom. It was a privilege to be your coach and teacher. Best wishes on what I am sure will be a bright future. Go Bears.
The 2019-2020 boys basketball team was 15-7 in the regular season, a season record that hasn't been accomplished in the last 2 decades here at Upper Moreland High School. This team earned a trip to the District 1 playoffs and a championship title in both the Upper Moreland Tip-Off Tournament and the Jenkintown Holiday Tournament. This team is defined by one word, the same word that I'll now use to describe the 2020 senior class, and that was resilient. This group of athletes demonstrated strength, toughness, adaptability, flexibility, and were unflappable throughout the season. Many of you witnessed firsthand how the team battled with grace through the injuries of our star point guard, Bo Woolens, and star forward, Jair Johnson. As a team, they were standouts who came together and benefited from both the significant contributions made by the newcomers to the program, as well as the returning seniors and other student athletes who returned to the program, who put together a tremendous offseason last year. I'm proud to say that I coached a great group of student athletes. They've challenged each other to be better athletes and a more unified team. They undoubtedly made me a better coach in the process. As this is my last year coaching boys basketball, I want each of you to know that I've been honored to coach you. It's been a highlight of my career to get to know each of you, and I have no doubt that I will miss coaching and working directly with you each and every day. Your ability to bring your best self to daily practice and on the competitive court of the Suburban One League while you remain as a team and one family is noteworthy. It is now a privilege to award the 2019-2020 Boys Basketball MVP to an instinctive, dedicated team player and leader, Bo Woolens. Bo, you undoubtedly exemplify the word resilient. Congratulations and best of luck to you and all of our seniors in your future endeavors. Thank you.
As we sit here and have this sports banquet virtually, as we're recording the videos, as you're watching the videos in your own homes, as we're teaching from home, learning from home, everyone kind of realizes all the things that maybe we take for granted that we have every day. One thing I have never taken for granted, or at least tried not to, is our 4 seniors this year. Abby, Ellen, Bean, Emma, and Hannah, what they have done in the last 4 years for our program has been remarkable. They took a laughing stock of a program and they turned it around into a program that has beaten some of the best teams in the area. We have beaten teams like Abington, who was the district champs last year. We've beaten Upper Dublin, which is probably the biggest upset in girls basketball in at least 20 years. What those 4 have done has been absolutely awesome. I can't thank you enough. What our team MVP this year has done over the last 4 years of her basketball career has been 100% deserved. Bean Hughes is everything you could ask for in a player. Last year, she was our team MVP. Last year, she was first team All-League. Last year, she was top 10 in scoring in Suburban One. And all she did was work so much harder. Her first 3 years, she only had 7 3-point baskets in 3 years. This year, she went up to 26. She could have been content with that, but she refuses. She knows how much her team and her coaches needed her. And even though she's going to be a softball player and a well-deserved softball player, as Coach Ludlow could tell you, she still just worked as hard as possible, knowing that this was going to be her last year. Bean led us in points, rebounds, steals, blocks. As Andy can tell you, also led the team in sprained ankles. And if you know Bean very well, you also realize that she probably led our team in pre- and post-game tears. She was such an emotional kid. I think that's what made her so great. She's put so much pressure on herself to be awesome for her team, and she kind of carried that with her. But this year, she got first team All-League again unanimously. She was second in all of Suburban One with 16.3 points per game. Everyone on the team will always remember when she had 27 points and 20 rebounds against Abington. I don't know if there's a more deserving MVP in all of sports. It's a pretty easy one. What Bean has meant not only to this team and this program over the last 4 years, but to me personally, has just been awesome. I knew Bean as a little kid at a summer camp, and I taught her brother, and it's been awesome to watch her grow the last 4 years. Not only is she a team MVP for this year, it's almost like this is like a lifetime achievement award for what she has done since her freshman. I know Bean is going to be amazing at everything she does over her career and in college because of the type of kid she is and how hard she works. Congratulations, Bean.
This is the swimming and diving boys MVP for 2020. Dylan Swedberg, a 4-year varsity diver and swimmer, who this season, as a senior diver, finished second at the district championships, advancing to the state AA diving championships for the second consecutive year. Unfortunately, the coronavirus denied him an opportunity to compete at the state championships this season. During the regular season, Dylan served as a team co-captain and, when called upon, was available to swim in order to help his team to succeed. Dylan opened the season sharing a first-place finish with his teammate at the Upper Merion Relays. Throughout the season, he was a consistent competitor, finishing second in 8 out of 9 dual meets. He also improved his diving score of last year from 246.6 to a very respectable 272.95. He is a positive leader and a very mature and respectful young man. His teammates and coaches have been very grateful and appreciative of his commitment, dedication, in addition to the hard work he put in for his team and his sport throughout the season. For these reasons and many others, Dylan was selected as this season's swimming and diving MVP. Dylan will be attending Penn State University in the fall. Good luck and congratulations, Dylan Swedberg.
Congratulations to Dylan, the boys swim and dive team MVP. Before announcing the girls team MVP, I'd like to quickly highlight the achievements of the boys swim team, who had a fantastic season. The boys qualified 3 relay teams and 7 individuals for the district meet and placed 4th overall. Individual medalists included Mike Soroka, Matt Wojcik, and Ian Praval. Ian medaled in both of his individual events and was a state qualifier in the 100 backstroke. Relay team members Mike, Matt, Ian, and Logan Holman earned both their medley and 200 free relay a place at the state competition as well. States was canceled this year, but all 4 relay members will be back for another shot next year. Congratulations, boys. Now for the girls swim and dive team. We had a very strong senior class for the girls swim team this year. All 6 seniors, Sonia File, Nicole Ducray, Olivia Praval, Megan Duffy, Emily Sansis, and Danielle Shorten, along with sophomores Heidi Wittick and Olivia Hendrickson, qualified for districts in relays and individuals. Leading the success was our girls swim and dive team MVP, Emily Sansis. Over the past 4 years, Emily has earned many swimming accolades. Her highlights include being a 4-time individual district qualifier in multiple events, placing as high as 9th in the 100 butterfly her junior year and 10th in 50 free her sophomore year. She is also an essential member of our relay teams and will be very much missed in that aspect. Unfortunately, due to injury, Emily missed the last month of swim season, but was able to turn in 9 first-place finishes and 8 second-place finishes for her team before she could no longer compete. Emily is a second-year captain and a very integral part of the team. I could always count on her to be a good support system for her teammates. Even after her injury, Emily attended practices and meets. She was everyone's biggest cheerleader during tough practices and pushed herself and those around her to be a better swimmer and a better person. Emily has a huge heart and always wants to see her teammates do well. Once healed, Emily will be taking her talents to Kutztown University, where she will continue her swim career. We will miss her greatly. Congratulations and good luck, Emily.
Coach Doug Smith and Dean Bond here to talk about the 2019-2020 boys and girls indoor and outdoor track season. First up, Coach Bond and the indoor girls MVP.
The indoor girls this season did phenomenal. I couldn't be more proud of their work ethic, showing up every single day, working outside in the cold, going in the weight room after their runs, really stepping up in every aspect, not just for showing up to practice and the meets, but just working their hardest every single day. Even when the workouts were maybe a little bit too hard for them sometimes, they still did them and they still worked. And disappointingly, we had some injuries, but they overcame them and they really, really strided out and progressed nicely throughout the season, I thought. The girls' MVP for indoor, though, is Gabby Teal, who qualified for Meet of Champs in triple jump with 35.5, and many other school records were broken by some of the other girls on the team. I am so proud of everything they did this year, and next year is going to be even better. I have no doubt about that, and I have a great feeling there's going to be a lot of girls going to states next year. Matter of fact, it's not a good feeling. I know it for a fact. Girls are going to go to states next year, and I am ready for next season.
And to be honest with you, we didn't have a whole lot of kids on both teams, but the ones that were there constantly, and they worked hard. I've been around a lot of teams throughout the years, and this was probably one of the hardest working groups. And, Gabby with the triple jump making Meet of Champs, she just learned it this year, and that goes right along with Josh Henderson on the boys' side. He did the same. Both made Meet of Champs. Josh was close to making states, also close to a school record. And that leads us into the boys MVP. The boys MVP was Jason Loban. And Jason is a junior. Jason epitomizes what we look for in a student athlete. Constantly hardworking. And, the kid would do anything we asked him to do, and he'd do it to the best of his ability. And there was one of those things. He's one of those kids that will just run through a brick wall if you ask him to. And once he can't get through the first time, he's going to keep going until he gets there. And as a junior, he's going to be dangerous next year. A bunch of girls are going to states. We're going to have a bunch of guys there as well. That's not an if, that's a win. And, 2019, 2020 indoor boys MVP, Jason Logan. Girls MVP, Gabby Teal. Congratulations, Gabby. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Jason. Now, on to the seniors for the 2020 spring track. First up, the girls.
So for the girls' 2020 season, we only have one girl senior, Abina Ansa. She, 3 years ago, I met her, and she is quite the worker. She was someone that definitely struggled when I first came in, and I started coaching with the hurdles. She still has one of the cleanest forms I definitely thought in the team. She might not have that amazing rhythm, but she definitely has the form 110%, and she has the effort. I can't ever question her effort. That was 3 years ago. Now, over the summer, she told me she wanted to go after the 300 hurdle record. I told her I have no doubt in my mind she can go get that. And at this point with the season canceled, that's not able to happen. But she worked her butt off in cross country, worked her butt off in indoor, and I have no doubt in my mind she would have crushed that record come spring. Bina, I wish you the best of luck. We wish you the best of luck when it comes to college. And please know that you were the mama bear on this team, and everyone, and I mean everyone, knew you were the mama bear. And I am so very proud of the person you have become.
Now, on to the boys. First senior, and this is no particular order, first senior is Marcus Brooks. Brooksy, been around, more or less all 4 years of your high school career. You're one of those kids that when you're on, you're dangerous, man. We knew from the beginning that you were going to be a solid runner, whether it be the 100, the 200, the 400. And this year, I'll tell you the honest truth, man, you were going to be one of those 200, 400 kids. Probably a spot on our 4x1, but definitely one of those 4x4 guys. And just seeing you work in practice and knowing some of the things that you've gone through and what you've done and how you taken your lead, taken that to heart, and just made yourself into that athlete that you were, that you are. And it was awesome to see. And, it's one of those things that we announced our captains and you were the one who came to me, Coach, what do I got to do? And we told you, step up, be a leader. And, what stinks is on Monday, I'd already talked to Coach, and on Monday, we were going to announce you as a captain just from what you were and what you were doing and how you stepped up in just those few days after we said it. And that's something that I'm proud of and I'm going to miss, man. I wish you the best of luck in all that you do, and I know you're going to be successful because of who you are and how you drive and how you push yourself. Yeah, I'm up. Next senior, Joe Sweeney. Joe, thrower. I remember looking up at the throws, looking at results, because unfortunately, with the way the coaching staff is, I don't get a chance to get up to see the throws as much as I'd like to, or to work with the throwers. And, basically your name always popped up in the javelin, and that was about all I remember seeing. And it's one of those things where we needed people to branch out to be a little more diverse. And, you were a javelin thrower, but you were good. And, everything that you did was good. And I remember talking to Coach Beach a little bit, Coach Feely, this spring, and you were taking the lead. You were helping out those kids. You were being that leader, that senior up on the hill. I remember last year, saw you at practice occasionally, never saw you for any preseason or anything like that. And then this year coming around, preseason workouts, there's Joe Sweeney. Awesome. That's the senior. That's that year, taking the control, taking the initiative to do it your senior year. And it stinks the fact that you didn't have a senior year to do, because I know you were going to succeed. And it would have been you and also taking those younger throwers, those younger jab guys under your wing and helping them out. I wish I would have seen you more, wish I would have been there, but, I know you keep that attitude that you had this year coming into it, you'll be a success, whatever you choose to do. Next senior will be Joey Kane. I know his name's not Joey, it's Joe Kane, but I can't call you anything other than Joey. Because that's what it is, man. That's who you are. To me, you're Joey Kane. You are a phenomenal athlete, great kid. You always have a smile on your face. And, I remember always having to never having to worry about the high jump. Because if you were down there, I knew it was under control. You weren't going to be screwing around. You had that coach mentality to help everybody else out. You and Margie would make sure that everybody was doing the best that they could. Sometimes doing the coach thing hinders your performance, your progression, but you always did the best you could with it. You didn't care. And I love that about you, man. I know, soccer was your number one, and I wish you the best of luck in everything that you do, and you keep that smile, keep joking around, keep having fun, keep doing the best that you can do, and you're going to do it, man. I'll miss you, Joe. Next senior, Jameer Whitney. Coach, go ahead. You got this one.
Jameer. Where to start? I remember last year, you coming out for the track team, and you were like, Coach, I'm a little out of shape. That was a little bit of an understatement. He was very out of shape. But that doesn't mean anything because he progressed well. Matter of fact, he progressed phenomenally. I think his first 400, he didn't even break 65. Granted, I knew for a fact he wasn't working as hard as he possibly could have been. But he got better practice. He came to practice as much as he humanly possibly could. And I saw progression. I saw him getting there about midway through the season. I remember the Kellerman meet, the great Kellerman meet. I remember I'm like, I'll give you 100 push-ups if you don't break 60 seconds in this 400. He's like, Coach, I don't want to do that. He's like, it's going to happen. You're going to do 100 push-ups, you're going to break 60. He goes out and he runs a 58. Absolutely phenomenal. And that was him working his butt off. Absolutely. Later in that same season, ran a 56. I was excited to see him come back this season and destroy. He came in an indoor and he was working as much as he could when he could.
And with Jameer, and I've told Coach this before, with Jameer, the one thing that I wish I could see in everybody is that inner drive, that inner determination. I mean, he didn't do a lot of indoor, like Coach said, because of other circumstances. He had to work, he had to do other things. But he was going to the gym, he was doing his own side work, he was doing what he needed to do, what he could do. And when he was at practice, when he showed up, you could tell he was in shape. He was in solid shape. He was doing that. It was that drive, that determination, that inner, I'm going to succeed no matter what. I'm going to do the best I can do for me. And, that drive alone is what I'm going to miss. I mean, the smiles, the joking around, the way that kid was working. I remember a couple times him coming off after a workout, just woozy, that runner's high, pushing to the edge. But got right back and did it again. It's awesome. And Jameer, keep that drive, keep that fire, and you will succeed, whatever you choose to do. Absolutely. And our fifth and final senior, Gustavo País de León. Goose. 4 years, and I'm going to miss you, man. Honestly, straight from the heart. You've always been that one distance kid you can count on showing up, giving 100%, whatever he could do, whatever he would do. And he was always that flex kid. If we needed somebody to run the mile, we needed a 3,200, we needed a 4x8 fill-in, wherever it was, he was going to try it. He was going to do it. He was going to do the best he could. I remember, I think it was sophomore year, indoor track. He led off our distance medley relay. The only reason I say this is because he was flying. I mean, the work that he was putting in was paying off. He came through with that 1,200, and you could see he was hobbling a little bit, but it was one of the best times I've seen out of a sophomore in a long time. And he strained his IT band, and it just never quite recovered right, to the point that he didn't get back to that potential. But that never stopped him from fighting. That never stopped him from going, from giving everything he could. He'd go visit family on vacation. He'd go, he'd have to work, he'd have to do this. But every day in practice, he was given everything he got. Every meet, it didn't matter what race he was going to go in, he was going to give you everything he could. And Goose is, it's been 4 years. It seems like yesterday you came in here, man. Like I said, I'm going to miss you. Whatever you choose to do in life, keep pushing, keep working, and go. You'll be fine. Well, that's the 2019-2020 indoor-outdoor track season in review. Thank you. Stay safe.
Hi, I'm Howard Cohen, and for the past 4 seasons, I've had the privilege and pleasure to be the varsity and JV bowling coaches for both the boys and the girls. This year, the girls were competitive, but because we only had 4 bowlers on our team, our win-loss record doesn't reflect that. And we hope to improve that next year by recruiting additional bowlers for the team. There are no seniors on this year's girls bowling team, so we're looking forward to them coming back and showing improvement next year, and as well as recruiting some additional bowlers. Our MVP for this year is a 3-year starter on the bowling team and the girls' captain. Casey Kroll, a junior, has worked hard to improve her game, and it's shown in the improvement in her average over the past 3 years. But as importantly to me is how she takes the newer bowlers under her wing and helps them to improve. So it's with a great deal of pleasure that I award this year's MVP in bowling to Casey Kroll. For the boys team, we were very competitive in a very strong Suburban League American Conference and came in 3rd place. We also were able to place 3 of our bowlers to Eastern Regional Championships, one being a freshman, Alex, as well as Ben, and our captain, Styles. Styles Costello was our captain this year and is also our MVP. Styles brings a very strong work ethic to bowling. He has changed his style to reflect changes that we have suggested as coaches over the past 3 years. He's a 3-year varsity starter and 4 years on the team. He's shown improvement each year. And as with Casey, Styles has been more than willing to work with the other bowlers to help them to improve their skills on the bowling lane. It's with a great deal of pleasure that we award this year's MVP to Styles Costello. Styles will be going into the Air Force upon graduation, and we wish him all the luck in the world.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ayana.
And I'm Stephanie, and we are the head cheer coaches for the Upper Moreland High School cheerleading team. We would first like to acknowledge all of the team members on a job well done this season. Thank you for all of your time, your dedication, your hard work, and your effort. We look forward to next season being even better than this season, and we know how much you all have grown. And so we thank you, and we hope that you all come back for a greater season.
At this point, we would like to shed the light on our senior, Malia Johnson, who was also our MVP of this season. We would like to thank you for the great encouragement that you gave to your team members throughout the whole season, and the great sportsmanship that you also provided to uplift everyone with your positive attitude. We would like to congratulate you on your future endeavors with college. And if you ever need anything, you can always come back to us. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kim France. I'm the head girls lacrosse coach at Upper Moreland, and I'm so glad that we have this opportunity to come together and for you to watch and celebrate all the seniors and all the sports that happened throughout the year this year. 4 years ago, 4 coaches came together for the first time and met this group of seniors. This group of seniors was our first group and will always hold a special place in our hearts. That is not the only reason they will hold a special place, and I hope after tonight, after I'm done with my speech, you will understand and realize that this group of girls were special. The first moment we stepped on the field together, we as coaches knew we had something special. These girls had talent as freshmen. You see, a lot of these girls have been starters since their freshman year. But even more important, these 11 seniors love lacrosse. The minute they would step on the field, they would work 100%, and they had goals in mind for sure. There is no denying that you would have known about this team this year if you hadn't already heard about our success in the past. This was our year. We were the team to beat. We were the team that everyone was nervous to play. We were the team that was going to win the conference title and make it to state, which has been our goal for many years. I truly have no doubt in all of these goals. Everyone on this team, seniors to freshmen, knew this year was going to be special. Losing this year was devastating for everyone, especially these seniors. But I want you to know really why and celebrate these girls as they should be celebrated. This group of girls, with the help of their teammates, had 37 wins over the last 3 seasons. They made it to the second round of districts for the past 3 years, had players reach the 100-goal milestone, and we had a couple close that would have made it this year. Had numerous individual all-league honors, but more importantly, and what I need the seniors to really know, is that they changed Upper Moreland lacrosse forever because of their dedication and love to the sport. We now have a team that 25-plus players will show up to a 6 a.m. optional practice before school in the middle of winter. We now have a team that works incredibly hard, sees the value in the time mile, understands hard work is needed in order to win, understands that practice needs to be game speed to make it work in games. They have changed the mentality and the culture to keep girls lacrosse competitive in the future at UM. You have taught the juniors to freshmen how to be a team and work hard. For that, your coaches will forever thank you. Thank you for all your effort. Thank you for leading by example. Thank you for being so passionate, and thank you for being so dedicated. Next year, you will have a part of all our wins as you help the younger players learn the game and grow. We wish you all the best in college next year, and I want to celebrate each of you individually. I wish you all the best. Brianna Gordon. One of the most creative and versatile players, she has the vision to create opportunities on offense as well as the skill to catch and execute from any feed. Her passion for the sport and for her teammates shows in her game, and she will stop at nothing to be her best. She's the quickest inside the scoring area, and her ability to catch any pass at full speed makes her a hard matchup. She strives for success with every rep and refuses to let her team down. This makes her reliable in the sense that she will stop at nothing to complete the task at hand. Bella Garangi. Truly fearless. She's quick, agile, athletic, aggressive, a scary combo. She was late to begin the sport compared to others, but quickly got up to speed and became one to beat. She is a natural and has continuously worked hard to make her stick skills as impressive as her speed. She has great vision on defense, but more importantly, she plays without hesitation, which is hard to teach. She's a quick decision maker with fast feet to match and a truly versatile asset. Sorry, I missed one. Cassidy Hirsch has always been a key asset to the team, but has grown to be a top-tier competitor. Her intensity is unmatched and definitely makes her a standout. She started off this season better than she left the last one and has matured in her game and in her role as a leader. She always gives 110%, and each day strives to be better than the day before. She is a leader in a way she sets the pace, and by doing so, keeps her teammates accountable. She encourages people to hold themselves to a high standard, and she holds herself to, and is the first to cheer them on when they achieve what she knew they could do. Meadow Caden has grown to compete at a high level even after starting the sport later than most. Her attitude and hard-working approach to the game makes her one who people love to see succeed. She is the light that everyone loves to be around, and her progress over the years has been remarkable. She is a real hype man, but also someone who deserves some hype herself. Probably one of the most memorable moments in my coaching career was the day she made her mile time. Hard work doesn't even show how dedicated Meadow really was. Alexis Lamb, a silent killer. She could be put in any position on the field and execute flawlessly. While she was often a leader in the defensive end, she could win on the draw circle or complete an offensive play. She plays with an intimidating intensity while also being one of the most composed players on the field. She always shows up, ready to impress every time the clock starts. She manages to be a solid standout without being flashy. She is concise and makes sure the job gets done right. Chloe Leiter. Prior to her injury, she was reputed for her speed and determination. Despite being a nice girl off the field, she became a feared force when she took the field. Being one of the quickest players, she was a huge asset in the midfield to push fast breaks. After her injuries, she gracefully took her leadership role to the sideline. She used her new role to analyze the game from a different perspective and communicate her vision to her teammates, allowing her to be another key source of knowledge to look to. I challenge all of you to find a player that has had 2 ACL tears during their high school career, missing 2 seasons, and still able to go Division I. To me, that is really amazing. Emma Meekum. She is the eyes of the offense. Her composure and high lax IQ allows her to manipulate any offensive situation, and her ability to see a play developing before it even takes form allows her to dictate the field and put herself and help direct her teams into an optimal position. Her insane stick handling mixed with unmatched composure makes her a critical playmaker and shooter. She's a calming force but is a fierce competitor. Her finesse and ability to make any feed reach a shooter makes her an impressive low attacker. Megan O'Donnell. Always smiling and just loves to play lacrosse and experiment with creativity. Her stick skills and ball control makes her a hard player to stop. She's a strong shooter and able to execute from any scenario within the scoring area. Whether she's winding up for a shot or is in the tight area near the crease, she has practiced it all 100 times and is prepared for any challenge on offense. She loves the sport, loves the team, loves to win, and it all shows in her game. Maura Alexa, the quarterback. She has been utilized as a draw specialist and has taken that responsibility and made it her craft. She is a smart player and is always thinking one step ahead. She started strong as a freshman and has matured into a crucial member of the team and a lethal midfielder. She works hard in the offseason and always studying the game to be her best self. Her diligence combined with her strength and versatility makes her one to watch. She makes big plays consistently all over the field. She always gives her all, but when her teammates need her on and off the field, she gives even more. Abby Ellen Wood. A natural leader with her actions, words, and presence. Her style of play is consistently hardworking combined with textbook defense and great field vision. She works incredibly hard to always be the best player for the team. Her athleticism, her drive, and her coachability makes her a notable defender. She is the glue, unifies the defense, keeps her teammate in the game mentally when it gets tough, and is always trusted to have her teammates back on the field. She is a very smart and successful defender, but is also a humble teammate who plays hard for her teammates. Madison Zakwija. Sorry, Maddie. Although lacrosse isn't her main sport, she is all in when we're in the season and always picks up where she left off. She has grown to be a key player on defense, using her athleticism and her all-in attitude to protect the cage effectively. She always has a smile on her face and uses her contagious attitude to help bring her teammates up on bad days. She consistently gets the job done and is a fearless defender that can be relied on in every situation. This team was truly special. Seniors, you're going to be missed by all of us, your teammates, and your coaches, and I wish you all the best.
Hello, everyone. My name is Corey Kelly. I am the head coach for the boys lacrosse program. This is only my second year as the head coach. I'd like to start out by first thanking each and every player, especially the seniors, for their hard work, dedication, and their tenacious attitude in building the program that we have built so far together. Unfortunately, unprecedented times has forced our season to be cut short after our 8-2 win against William Tennant on March 13th. Technically, we are undefeated. Although the season was cut short, the team has grown so much from last year. Every year I challenge each of my players to be all in, and I can say with confidence that our team has accepted and fulfilled that challenge this year. And it really started with the seniors and our senior leadership. Our core beliefs include a 100% commitment to the team and teammates, 100% trust in one another and the coaching staff, and unconditional love that makes us the family that we are and that we really have established over the past 2 years. There is an extremely bright future for the Upper Moreland Boys Lacrosse program, and although we were restricted to play this spring season, we plan to get better, faster, and stronger to release the beast next year. Go Bears. I wanted to highlight a few things with the short time that I have. First, being the 2020 captains. These individuals definitely should be recognized. First, senior Nick Pirelli, senior Tony Din, and junior Aiden Badera. These three individuals were definitely leaders for our team, and would have loved to see how they were going to lead the younger players and one another throughout the year. Unfortunately, it was cut short, but they definitely deserve the recognition. True leaders in my book. All right, I'd like to move on just to talk about all of the seniors on the team and highlight a few of them. First, with being Sean Fagan. He was a first-year player for me and for the high school program. It was a pleasure coaching Sean. He heard that our team needed a goalie, and obviously he didn't have too much experience, but with minimal experience, he decided to try out, and he made the team his senior year. In the short amount of time that I did have with Sean, he always came to practice with a bright attitude. He always wanted to get better, and he should keep that type of attitude with him as he goes on. So good luck to Sean with his future endeavors. Next is senior Nick Claude. Nick has played lacrosse for 3 years, and he's a varsity player this year. He plans on attending Penn State University with a major in engineering. Some of his favorite lacrosse memories included team bonding and last year's senior night game, 2019 senior night game. A final message that he wanted to give to the rest of the team and for the athletics is the most important conversation is the one that you have with yourself. Be the best you can be. Nick is a true leader. He always speaks so fluently and with such great passion, something that he actually turned on his senior year in the offseason leading into the season, something that we needed. He was a voice that we needed when we needed it most. Nick was as committed as anyone else on the team, and he's a big part of the family culture that we've established. He is a big contributor to the success and improvement of the team. And we definitely will miss Nick. Moving on to Connor Hurley. He has been playing lacrosse for 4 years. He also is a first-year varsity player, and he will be attending Alabama, majoring in biology. One of the things that he wanted to give, a message that he wanted to give to the community was, every second you're not working hard, there is someone who is. Connor is one special person. He's always has a smile on his face, always a, hey, coach, how you doing? A true hype man for our team and someone who embodies the physicality of the game of lacrosse. And, boy, he liked to play physical. Connor embodied being one of the older players who maybe didn't play that much on varsity, but he took a lot of the younger players under his wing and made them feel comfortable on the team. Connor would do anything I asked for him as a player and is a tremendous student. This team will miss Connor as their teammate, and I will definitely miss him as a player of mine. Next, we will go to Will Perkins. Will has been playing lacrosse for 11 years and is a 2-year varsity player. Plans to going to Westchester to study accounting. His favorite memories in lacrosse is running hills his freshman year, and a message that he wanted to leave his fellow teammates and the athletic department is y'all better win this year. Will is a pleasure to be around. He embodies the principle of our team, and is one of the best teammates that we have. He's a big reason for the togetherness and the family culture that we've established in just 2 short years. Will is the kind of kid who you want 10 of them on the field at once, because you know that he's committed, he's trustworthy, and he'll do anything for his teammates. Will jokes a lot around with me about how I tell everyone to don't be complacent, but I know that Will Perkins embodies that message. So good luck to Will with his future endeavors. Next, I'd like to go to the last 2 seniors that we have. Both of them are captains. First, Tony Din. Tony has been playing lacrosse for the past 6 years now, and he's been a varsity player his freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. He'll be attending Temple University, and he also plans to try to play lacrosse for their club team. One of his favorite lacrosse memories is just suiting up, with his brothers before the game and just having that energy. He will never forget what this lacrosse program has taught him and how it has shaped him as a person. Tony is absolutely one of the most mature kids that I've had the pleasure of coaching in just my 2 short years. He understands how to be a leader. He always wants to improve himself. He has a no-quit attitude even when his back's against the wall. He has overcome a lot of hardships, including physical and mental. And when his back is against the wall, that's when he's his strongest. I would have loved to see how Tony was going to lead the team throughout his senior season, but his leadership skills that he's gained along the way and his next play attitude will make him a very successful person in the future. So good luck to Tony. We will miss him. And lastly is Nick Pirelli. He's been playing lacrosse for 5 years now. He's a 4-year varsity player. He played his freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year, and plans on enlisting in the Navy. Some of his best memories in the lacrosse program was his freshman year running hills and just laughing with his brothers every day at practice. Something that he wanted to share with everyone was enjoy every second you are in high school. You're in high school, and try your hardest in the classroom and on the field. He says that he wished he could have played with his teammates more than he could ever imagine, and the sky's the limit for this team. Go Bears! And Nick, man, he's one of a kind. A true grinder, a true blue-collar kid. He is someone who I almost counted out his junior year, but he proved me wrong, and he absolutely deserves me saying that. He proved me wrong. A player who I wish he wasn't graduating. I just wish he was on the team for another year, 2, 3, 4 years. I would have loved to see him lead this team this season, and I will never forget Nick Pirelli. He has taught me more about being a good coach than he realizes. He's a true leader, and I look forward to see how Nick applies his abilities as he enters the Navy. That is all, folks. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to listen, and go Bears.
Hello, and welcome to the 2020 Upper Moreland High School Softball Senior Virtual Recognition. I'll be recognizing 7 seniors who have been an integral part of the Upper Moreland softball program. Our first senior is Riley Hartley. Riley's played 4 years at Upper Moreland, 2 as a varsity player. She'll be attending Coastal Carolina University in the fall, majoring in sociology. She would like to say thank you to her teammates for helping her get better. Thanks to the game of softball for giving her great friends, and a thank you to her parents. She gives a shout out to her senior girls who she's played with for years. Love you guys. Her favorite moments were riding the buses and jamming out. Our next senior is Sonia Fye. Sonia played 3 years at Upper Moreland, 1 year as a varsity player. Next year, Sonia will be attending the University of Pennsylvania and studying nursing. She'd like to say thank you to her family, team, and coaches for always supporting her. And her favorite UM moment was when she hit a grand slam against Cheltenham. It was on JV, but she said it was fun. Our next senior is Jocelyn Baumeister. Jossie is a 4-year varsity softball player, having played first base, second base, and pitcher over her 4 years. Next year, she'll be continuing her softball career at Gwynedd Mercy University, where she'll be majoring in nursing. She'd like to say thank you to her parents who have always supported her through everything and have helped her achieve her dream. Shout outs for her go to all the girls on the team who she's been playing with since she was little. And her favorite UM softball moment was beating Hatboro Horsham as both a freshman and a junior. Our next senior is Bean Hughes. Bean's a 4-year varsity starter, having played outfield and infield, as well as catching a game or two. Next year, Bean will be attending Kutztown University, majoring in criminal justice, and continuing her softball career. She'd like to say thank you to the entire softball team for constantly being so encouraging and uplifting, no matter what was going on. She also would like to thank her parents and each of her high school sports coaches for having been a part in shaping her into the player that she is. Her favorite UM softball moment was beating PW and Hatboro Horsham. Our next senior is Bridget Unan. Bridget's a 4-year softball player, 3 on the varsity team. Next year, she'll be attending Temple University and majoring in public health. Her thank yous go out to her parents, teammates, and Coach Ledlow. Her favorite UM softball moment was singing on the bus to and from games. Next is Jacqueline Martino. She's a 3-year varsity player and a 4-year softball player. She plans on attending Thomas Jefferson University, majoring in health sciences, while playing collegiate women's soccer. She'd like to say thank you to her parents and to her coaches, Scott Ludlow, Sean Unan, Ed Emmel, Vince Fiorenza, and of course, Kelly. A shout out to her seniors and her best friends who have made playing the game of softball as so much fun for the past 13 years. Her favorite softball moment was hitting the first home run on our new varsity field as a sophomore. And for our last senior recognition, I'd like to send it to my assistant coach, Kelly Santry.
Thanks, Coach Ludlow. And finally, we have Allie Ludlow. Allie's been playing Upper Moreland softball high school for 4 years and has been a part of the varsity program for 3. In the fall, she will be attending Moravian College, Go Greyhounds, to play volleyball and major in environmental science. Allie would like to give a big thank you to her teammates for being by her side all these years and making softball her favorite part of high school. It's been a fun ride. Allie would like to thank her dad for all the time and dedication he has put into the Upper Moreland softball program. Thank you for making softball such a prominent chapter of my life, and thank you for being the best coach I've ever had. You are my biggest supporter, both on and off the field. Allie would like to send a special shout out to her mom and her brother Matt for putting in countless time and effort to organize things for the team and coming to support her and dad at all the games. Favorite Upper Moreland softball memory? That time Jackie cracked the window in the main gym. Work on your aim, sister. And to the seniors, it has been an incredible run for you ladies that had to be cut short as a result of extraordinary circumstances. I will miss seeing all of you on the field to perform your magic. While we all wish to have that one more moment, just remember, this is just one chapter in your life and that you'll be moving on to pursue bigger and better things. For those who are continuing their athletic careers, best of luck. I can't wait to hear how it goes. All 7 of you will achieve greatness. Love you, girls. Yeah! Back to Coach Ludlow.
Thank you, Coach Santry. This group of girls holds a very special place in my heart. I've had the opportunity to watch them grow, both on and off the field, from a very young age. Whether it was on the soccer field, with Upper Moreland in-house, and the 9U and 10U Lightning, or on the basketball court as 10 and 11-year-olds and as 8th graders at UMMS, or on the softball field with the 10U Lady Bears, the many years of Upper Moreland Impact, or the last 4 years at the high school, I was privileged to see them develop into the fine young women they are today. I am sure, as they move on to college and beyond, that each of them will achieve the same level of success that they have through high school. Thank you again for being an important part of what Upper Moreland softball is today. And always remember, play hard, play smart, have fun.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Coach Highland, and I'm here to speak on behalf of the Upper Moreland baseball seniors for this 2020 spring season. I'd first like to take this time to thank the Upper Moreland Booster Club and Mr. Feely for granting me this opportunity to speak on behalf of these wonderful young men. Although we never got the chance to see what this group was made of and see what they could have achieved as a team on the field this year, I am still extremely proud of each and every one of them for being willing to put in the work day in and day out and ultimately never giving up. The first senior I would like to talk about is Connor Gift. Connor Gift has been a part of the Upper Moreland baseball program for the last 4 years. Connor was coming off a solid junior season where he was given the opportunity to play. Once Connor found himself playing more and more, he continued to work and continued to push every day to make sure he continued to earn his playing time. We were really looking forward as coaches to seeing how Connor's work this offseason would transfer into his play his senior year. Although that opportunity never happened for Connor, we are all still extremely proud of him for the progress he has made over the years as a baseball player, and more importantly, the progress he has made as a young man. On behalf of the coaches and players, we want to wish Connor the best of luck in the future. Connor plans on entering right into the workforce after graduation in hopes to getting into the Carpenters Union. The next senior is Colin Raffon. Colin has also been a member of the Upper Moreland baseball program for the last 4 years. Going into this season, Colin would have been behind another player at his respective position, but knowing that never stopped him from continuing to work and continuing to compete this offseason during practices leading up to the season. Colin was always ready for his number to be called and his opportunities to play. Colin over the years has made tremendous strides as a baseball player and even greater strides as a young man. I'm very grateful to have been a part of Colin's growth on and off the field these last 4 years. And on behalf of the coaches and players, we want to wish Colin nothing but the best of luck in the future. Colin plans on becoming an electrician after graduation, and his goal is to make it into the local 98 union next year. The next senior is Jake O'Connor. Jake O'Connor has also been a member of the Upper Moreland baseball program for the last 4 years. Coming into this season, Jake was recovering from a shoulder injury he suffered early last year. He put his time into physical therapy and kept working and pushing himself to make sure he could throw for his senior year. It wasn't until right before tryouts at a workout, Jake asked me to throw a bullpen. And to be honest, I was very nervous. I didn't know what to expect from him. But once I saw him starting to throw and realizing it didn't bother him anymore, I got to see the Jake O'Connor from years ago, and it was truly a great sight to see. I was really looking forward to seeing what Jake would have been able to do for us this season, and I know he was too. And although Jake was unable to showcase his talents this year, I'm still extremely proud of his relentless effort and hard work to be ready if and when his number was called. Thank you for everything, Jake, and best of luck to you in your future endeavors. Jake will be attending Westchester University next fall, where he plans on majoring in statistics. The next senior is Tyler Ibbotson. Tyler has been a part of the Upper Moreland baseball team these last 4 years. Entering this year, Tyler was coming off back-to-back years with season-ending injuries. Through hard work and numerous hours of physical therapy, Tyler showed us all that he had put the work in and got himself back to the player we knew he could be. As we all know, Tyler was not able to display his talents this season, and I know he was very disappointed about that. But Tyler has become such a remarkable young man over the years. Time and time again, things seem to be stacked against Tyler, and even though it may have been tough and knocked him down from time to time, Tyler showed he would never let those obstacles stop him from moving forward. Thank you for everything you've done for this program, Tyler. I know your work ethic and perseverance will get you through any challenge that life throws at you. You will be missed tremendously, and I wish you nothing but the best in your years to come. Tyler will be continuing his academic and athletic career at Bucks County Community College, where he plans on playing basketball and majoring in health and physical education. The next senior is Luke Siliberto. Luke Siliberto has been a member of the Upper Moreland baseball program for the last 4 seasons. I remember Luke back when he was in the 8th grade when we opened the weight room to underclassmen. Luke was nowhere near the biggest or the strongest guy in the weight room at the time, and that's expected for an 8th grader. But that never affected his mindset or work ethic in there. He would work just as hard, if not harder, than any other guy in that weight room. And when he got to the high school, that effort and mentality never changed on or off the field. Coming into this season, Luke was due for a big year and had goals of being named an all-league member. He put the work in this offseason and was a constant during preseason workouts, leading vocally and more importantly by example. We want to thank him and wish him the best of luck in all of his future endeavors. Luke plans on joining the Carpenters Union after graduation and heading right into the workforce. The next senior is Garrett Garofalo. Garrett has also been a member of the Upper Moreland baseball program these last 4 years. Garrett was coming off a very solid junior season. Last year, during our 6-game winning streak, when we were pushing for a playoff berth, Garrett really stood out and had some really big moments in the field and at the plate to help propel us to multiple victories. Coming into this season, Garrett was hoping to continue with that momentum he finished out last year with and build on it for this year. Garrett was another constant in the off-season workouts for our team, juggling basketball practice and games with baseball workouts. Garrett was always making sure his teammates and himself were working and pushing each other to be the best they could be. He was selected by his teammates and coaches as a captain for this season, and I think that really goes to show you what type of player and teammate Garrett truly is. Garrett's tremendous work ethic in the cage, in the weight room, on the diamond, and in the classroom is unmatched. He has left a mark on the type of effort the underclassmen for years to come should follow in. Garrett will be extremely missed next year, and we want to wish him the best of luck as he plans on continuing his academic and athletic career at Northampton Community College. Garrett will continue playing baseball next year and majoring in business administration. From there, Garrett will move on to a 4-year school where he will obtain his accounting degree. The last senior I have the honor to talk about tonight is Ben Paul. Ben Paul has also been a member of the Upper Moreland baseball program for the last 4 years. Ben entered this program as a catcher primarily. In the beginning, he did not get much playing time due to an upperclassman being groomed to take the varsity spot the following year. That never stopped Ben from making an impact in games. He would hit as a DH, play some infield, play some outfield, and really did whatever he could to help the team win and find success. As a sophomore, Ben became the guy behind the plate, and during that time, Ben developed that mindset of what it takes to be a leader. As a junior, Ben found himself behind that same guy he was behind as a freshman, but he continued to work and continued to show us that we need to find him a spot in the lineup every day. Later last year, our shortstop suffered an injury, and we asked Ben to get reps at that position because we thought it would be a great opportunity for him. Ben never looked back once given that opportunity and continued taking reps at that position, showing day in and day out that he was the guy to fill that role. Eventually, Ben was selected as a Suburban 1 American Conference first-team All-Member. Selected by his teammates and coaches to be a captain this season, Ben was projecting to do some really big things for our team. He was the guy we expected to lean on and lead us to the success we would achieve this year. Even though he did not get that opportunity, Ben has left a huge impact on this program. Ben's passion for the game, his work ethic, his leadership qualities are unlike any others. He has set the bar extremely high for the individuals who follow in his footsteps and will absolutely without a doubt be missed. We want to wish Ben the best of luck as he will be continuing his academic and athletic career at Lehigh Carbon Community College, where he plans on continuing baseball and majoring in athletic training.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I know most of you know who I am, but for those who don't, my name's Andrew, and I'm the athletic trainer at Upper Moreland, or Trainer Andy to everyone. I deal primarily with all the sports injuries that occur at Upper Moreland, and I know this is a tough time, but I really want to take this moment to thank a couple people. Number one, Sean Feely, our athletic director, for letting me be a part of this virtual sports banquet and for all the work he does with our athletic teams. I also want to thank Maureen Mead, our athletic secretary, the Booster Club, the coaches for all the time they put in, the parents, and especially the students who really make my job fun. Quick shout out to my student interns, Ben Paul, Jackie Martino, Chloe Leiter, hopefully I could pass on some knowledge to you. And I know since most of the coaches are going to give their MVPs, I kind of wanted to take a look at some moments that really stood out to me throughout the season and throughout the year. First, women's soccer. I'll never forget that rain game against Upper Dublin that ended up getting canceled. Seeing you girls slide across the turf when it was all puddled really stands out. The boys soccer team, all the progression they've made through the 3 years that I've been here, and Mateo's free kick against Abington really stands out. And field hockey, I'll never forget them teaching me how to hit a field hockey ball. I'm sure they got a good laugh out of it, and so did I. Working the cross-country meet up in Lehigh, seeing them compete at the highest level was truly great. I also want to point out for football, I honestly have never seen a shutout at Upper Moreland in the 3 years that I've been here, and I saw 2 of them this year. I also want to say them reaching the district championship was a great accomplishment. Moving on to winter, for cheerleading, seeing all the tumbling and stunts that they pull was truly amazing and also truly scares me. For wrestling, seeing Chris Walker get his 100th win, swimming, probably sending more athletes to states than I've ever seen at Upper Moreland this year. Indoor track, even though it was a small team, seeing how committed the athletes were that did participate was truly amazing. They were in the weight room every single day, working very hard. For women's basketball, obviously the games against Upper Dublin and Abington really stand out. 2 of the biggest upsets I've seen at Upper Moreland since I've been here. Also, for the men's basketball team, I'll never forget getting to shoot half-court shots the day before the game. And definitely the game against William Tennant, where Byron hit that half-court shot at the end of the third. For those sports that happen off campus, like bowling and golf, I truly wish I could get out there more. Both are sports that I truly love to play. And then kind of lastly, my hearts go out to all those seniors who had their spring season cut short. I was really excited to see what these teams had to offer. I know track would have sent some athlete to states, just don't know who, but I know a lot of them were working hard in the winter. Also excited to see how baseball was going to bounce back. I know they didn't make the playoffs last year, but a lot of the seniors were really motivated to make it back. Also was really excited to see the boys lacrosse team. I know they worked so hard in the off season, and we're looking to prove people wrong this year. Especially after that win against PW last year. Also, for the softball team, was really looking forward to them getting back to the playoffs. And then same can be said for the girls lacrosse team, who, what can I say, they've been 1 game short away from states for the past 2 years, and I know all the seniors were really looking forward to getting there this year. One thing I've learned about Upper Moreland, we may not be the biggest school, we may not have the best athletes, but we truly fight harder than anyone. And that's something that'll always stick with me. And I guess for the final sort of closing, I really hope everyone's staying safe and healthy during this tough time. And I look forward to seeing everyone back in the summer. If anyone needs anything, please reach out. All right. Have a good one. As you can see, I really embrace quarantine. See ya.
The Babe Ruth Award, awarded to 1 male and 1 female student by a vote of senior athletes for exceptional sportsmanship, fair play, and outstanding citizenship. The male recipient of the Babe Ruth Award goes to Tyler Holman. The female recipient of the Babe Ruth Award goes to Bean Hughes.
The John DeLaurentis Award is given to a student who is a dedicated athlete whose commitment to the team transcends his or her individual achievements. Like the man for whom the award is named, the athlete displays personal integrity, loyalty to his teammates and coaches, involvement in both the team and the school, and respect for the values and traditions of Upper Moreland High School. This award goes to Madison Zakwija.
The Coaches Achievement Award is awarded to one male and one female student nominated by the coaches whose athletic, scholastic, and civic accomplishments set him or her apart from his or her peers in this year's graduating class. This student has maintained a positive attitude, demonstrated self-sacrifice, and a strong work ethic, and has displayed the characteristics of a true athlete. The male recipient of the Coaches Achievement Award is Tyler Patterson. The female recipient of the Coaches Achievement Award is Megan O'Donnell.
The Robert Alexander Memorial Award, awarded by the men of the 31st Engineering Battalion of the United States Army to the athlete who has shown the most improvement through personal dedication and self-discipline. This student has contributed most commendably to the athletic program at Upper Moreland High School in the manner of athlete Robert S. Alexander, a graduate of the class of 1968 who was killed in Vietnam on April 3, 1970. The recipient of the Robert Alexander Memorial Award goes to Alexis Lamb.
The Marjorie Smith Award is awarded to one male and one female student who may not have received individual honors and publicity for their athletic endeavors, yet these individuals have continued to strive for success of their team. Nominees are individuals whose primary goal in competition is for the team to succeed rather than for the personal accomplishment. This year, the male recipient of the Marjorie Smith Award is Styles Costello. This year, the female recipient of the Marjorie Smith Award is Chloe Leiter.
The Joseph F. Wesley Scholar Athlete Award. This award is given to a student in recognition of superior scholarship for athletic prowess in a variety of sports. This year's award goes to Emma Meekum. Congratulations.
It is my pleasure to announce the Charles Ratinsky Scholarship Award, which is given to both a male and female athlete at Upper Moreland High School who has been active in athletics and is also looking to further their education. The recipients are nominated by coaches and the scholarship is funded by the Upper Moreland Booster Club. It is my pleasure to announce both Tyler Holman and Abby Ellen Wood are the recipients of this award. Congratulations to both and best of luck in all your endeavors.
The Outstanding Female Athlete Award. Award to a female student who has exhibited outstanding athletic performance, maintained a positive attitude, and demonstrated self-sacrifice, dedication, and exemplary athletic skill in at least 2 varsity sports. Congratulations, Bean Hughes. The Outstanding Male Athlete Award. Award to a male student who has exhibited outstanding athletic performance, maintained a positive attitude, and demonstrated self-sacrifice, dedication, and exemplary athletic skill in at least 2 varsity sports. Congratulations, Dylan Swedberg. Members of our school board, Dr. Murad, Upper Moreland staff, students, parents, and community members, I want to thank you so much for tuning into tonight's program and demonstrating unwavering support for our Upper Moreland athletics program throughout the school year. Upper Moreland is a great community that stands behind our student athletes in both the good times and during the challenging times. As an optimist by nature, I do not doubt that good times are certainly on the horizon. My hope for all of us is that we will come together proudly wearing our Bear Pride and big smiles when we see each other, hopefully soon, in person, as we continue to recognize the accomplishments of our great students. Students who won awards tonight, please be patient as we will be letting you know via email when and how you'll be receiving your award. Thank you and have a great night.